Hello students, now we will see 8th Science chapter 10 Force
Students,
and
you have
Pressure.
learned how objects move. Do you recall how we can decide whether an object moving faster than the other? What does the distance moved by an object in unit time indicate? You also know that the moving object like a ball rolling on a ground slow down. Sometimes it may changes its direction of motion. It is also possible that the ball may slow down and also change its direction. So, have you ever wondered what makes an object slow down or go faster or change its direction of motion? So, let's recall some of our day-to-days or everyday's experiences. So, you like to play the different kinds of games. Okay, you like to play football, you like to play cricket. Suppose we consider the example of football. So, what do you to do? You want if you want to make the football move faster. So, what do you think? What you will do? Yes, you are just going to kick it very fast. Suppose the hockey player want to change the direction of the moving ball. So, with the help of stick, he is giving opposite force to the motion and he is able to change the direction of the ball. So yes, we often say that a force has been applied on a ball when it is kicked, pushed, thrown or flicked. What is the force? What can it do to the bodies on which it is applied? We shall see the answers of such questions in this chapter. So now we will just see or just introduce a force as a push or pull. So you just recall the activities which you are doing every day. So from means just you are getting up in the morning to you are going bed, you are doing exercise, you are playing different games, you are reading, you are writing, you are doing exercise. Means all these activities you are doing every day. Now, if we just identify the actions as a push or pull, so moving a book placed on a table, it is push also and pull also. But some activities are there. Means you noticed that each of the actions can be grouped as push or pull, or maybe sometime both. So, can we infer from this that that to move an object it has to be pushed or pulled? So, in science, a push or a pull on an object is called force. Thus, we can say that the motion imparted to object was due to the action of a force. When does a force came into play? So let us just find out. So in some activities we apply force in different directions. Means here you are able to say the one ball is raised by the two boys or the two means childs with a different direction. So you are aware means when you are playing some games like tug of war, we are pulling to other team. Here the direction is applied in the different direction and exactly opposite to each other. So we can apply force to close or open the door. The force applied during closing door is a push force because we are giving pressure. Okay, we are pushing the door to open. See, sometimes the force applied while opening the door is the pull force. Yes, outside if the door is opening. So, we need to apply the pull force. See here, pull and push. Means a force is an interaction that causes an affected object to be pushed or pulled in a certain direction. Here you are able to say the two boys, they are enjoying the means they are dragging the box, one boy from the first side. Okay, he is pulling that box, and the boy who is outside the box, he is just pushing that box. So now see, in many cases the interaction between the bodies is necessary for force. Suppose we want to move this small and light block to the position B. So yes, we will have to apply push or pull force on it. If we touch this small and a light block to apply force on it, here we need to push the block to reach up to the point B. So interact. Interact means we interact with the body. So according to the above situations, contact between the two bodies is necessary for the force to be applied. Means without touching to the box, okay, we are not able to apply the force in the form of push also or in the form of pull also. So there is need to be the contact of in these two bodies. So just take the example of the bar magnet. So if you place the bar magnet closer to each other without touching, they stick, apply force. Means they still apply the force on each other. You are aware these are the magnetic field lines. So you means when the north and north pole comes near, so they are going to repel each other. If you apply the north and south pole near to each other, they are going to attract each other. So we can conclude that the same poles repel each other, or the different pole attract each other. So from these examples we can see that for interaction, touching of the bodies is not necessary. Sometimes touching of the body is necessary, but for some examples here touching of the body is not necessary. Interaction is a kind of action that occurs as two or more objects have an effect upon one another. So force, if we consider in the form of interaction, so it may be contact force or not in contact force. So interaction can be by contact or by non-contact. So examples of non-contact force: a planet around the sun, two magnet, nuclear force, gravitational force, etc. Contact force, if you say, so push, pull, they are the contact force. Or friction also. Examples of contact force: kicking a football, catching the cricket ball, pulling a water bucket, then pushing a book on desk. All are the contact force. So just we will learn about, just explore more about the contact forces. Now see, generally for calculations we deal with the net force. So let us take the example of tug of war. So here you are able to say team A and team B. So let us assume that the force applied by the team B is greater than team B. So here in the as we compare, team A's force is less than the team B's force. So how we can divide, how we can subtract? So here team B's force is considered as more. So to calculate the net force, we want to minus the force from 2 to 1. Okay. So net force is equal to force of the B team minus force of the A team. So it is equal to force 2 minus force 1. So now let us suppose that the force applied by the team A is greater than the team B. How we could calculate the net force? So then the net force is equal to force of team A minus force of team B. Means force 1 minus force 2. So just we will take revision. So force is an attraction that causes an object to be pushed or pulled in certain directions. Force, that is interaction, can be due to contact of a bodies. Meanwhile, some forces occurs without contact between the bodies. The net force is a vector sum of all the forces that act upon an object. Thank you. Now just we will discuss about the net force. Suppose there is a heavy table and Steve and his younger brother were trying to push a large ball just for fun. So Steve suggested that they push from the opposite end to move the box faster. They tried, but without any result, the box did not move even a small distance. Then they tried another way of pushing. They both pushed the box from the same end. This time the table moved from its position. Steve and his brother wondered why this happened. One way the table moved, but not the other way. So they asked their father for an explanation to this observation. So let us see what these kids come to learn from their father. So the push by Steve and his brother generated the force on the table, as we have seen the opposite force here. So simply, a force is push or pull on an object tending to cause a change in the object's state. A force changes the state of rest or motion of a body or the velocity of the body. Force is a vector quantity described by its magnitude and direction. As you are aware, scalar quantity and vector quantity. Scalar quantities are those quantity which there is no any they are not able there is no need to describe it with the directions. Suppose we say kg, okay, kilogram. So here there is no need to explain it with the direction, but if we want to express the force, so we want to express its magnitude. Magnitude means its unit as well as its directions also. So force is a vector quantity which is described by its magnitude and direction. In a scalar quantity, no need to explain the direction, but in vector quantity, yes, we need to give the direction. And force is a vector quantity, so we need to give the direction of the force. Forces of same magnitude acting on the different directions are not the same. So now let's see what happens when multiple forces acts on the same object.